West Leeds trial today. Weather is horrendous, but said I was gonna go, so I'm gonna go. Just loading up now. Feel a bit rough. It's not COVID, done a test. And yeah, I'm gonna go over and see what a crack is. I know West Leeds is a good venue. I think it'll be tricky to get round in rain, to be honest, and if it has been raining all night. But it's a it's a drive from our house, 40 minutes or something. So yeah, let's go. Let's get rigged up and see how it goes. Do you ever get somewhere and then think, why the bloody hell have I come here today? It's freezing, it's absolutely wet through, there's snow all over. I set off from where I live and there was no snow. Gets here, there's snow all over the place. So yeah, I'm hoping it'll melt into then sludge, which will make it even harder. Bloody hell. I think someone's riding a Sherman tank there. Oh no. It's a BSA Bantam, I think, by the looks of it. Yeah, it's set out a little bit different at West Leeds, so they only have 2 courses. Well, they have done today anyway. I'm not sure if that's the case normally, but I know the normal club championship, they've tried to make it more specific. But no, we're trying to record here. Yeah, so they normally make it a little bit easier, I think, than the normal club championship now into more of a novice beginner. But today there's only 2 courses, so you either ride the Clubman route or the hard route. And then if you want to ride a class in between that, you then ride the 50-50, where you'll ride half the hard and half the Clubman. So that's what we're doing. So I'm just hoping the harder courses that we ride, the harder sections, are easy. Because if they're not, you can see me looking like a snowman by the end of the day. So we'll get going, try and get warmed up. I'm riding around with Martin today. I rode around with him last week at Barnsley. We had a good battle actually last week. He just pipped me by a couple of marks. So yeah, it's always nice to ride with someone I think who's a relative kind of ability to you, so we can help each other along there. So yeah, let's get started. I'll get unloaded and let's go. I'll tell you one thing. If you haven't already been competing in trials and you haven't got one, get a number board plastic thing, because you end up doing what I'm doing here, and you can see it or not. You end up trying to put it on with tyres and it just rips, because I've got an headlight on front just because I think it looks better. But then when it comes to a trial, it pisses me off because I'm having to mess about. So I'm going to have to go and get some tape now and reinforce it. Definitely buy a number board. It's worth its weight in gold when you get to a trial. You might not look as flash when you're practicing, but trust me, 5 minutes before the trial starts, you can't get your number on, it's probably worth it. What, into the bottom?
Yeah, right into the bottom, so then there's a bit of a hole in the bottom. You stayed high and it just, there's no like It's only about that much actually, each minute. It's already tight, so.
You what?
You like that, to be fair?
Sam said when we got to the top, he said when you get up, he says let it come right back into the bottom. Bastard. What we saying, Ben? What we saying?
I'm not on it, the bike's riding, I'm over there somewhere, I'm a spectator on the bike.
You're like, I can't stay on bike.
Coming out on excuses like.
Second best.
All brotherly excuses like.
Second best Woodgate. Oh, then Woodgate. What?
Behind my missus.
Let's see if Ben jumps in. We rested on that tree then? Now then. Right, well, section, I think it's a section 8 or 9. Jesus Christ, so far, it is hard. It goes from one extreme to other. So easy ones are easy, get to the hard ones, and they are ridiculous. You can't even get into some of them, but some of these boys that are on them are making it look easy. Mudguard, i.e. Sam Ludgate, I just rode a section, well, completely different to everybody else, and jump banking and managed to ping back across on first lap, followed by a sign from his brother where he gave him a wave and section where he went like that to him, so I thought that was nice. But yeah, we'll carry on. I'm knackered already. What are you saying, Mudguard?
I'm scared. It's tricky, isn't it, for Boxing Day?
Don't think it's a good idea, Mark? Well, end at first lap, just got some, chucked some more fuel, and it's took us nearly 2 hours to do first lap. But it is hard going, just in between sections you can't really go flat anywhere. It's sludgy and snowy in places, so yeah, good first lap. Rode like a, yeah, rode shit to be fair. But it is tricky, like I said, the easy ones are relatively easy, but the harder ones are bloody hard, for me anyway. Some other guys, like I said earlier, some other guys are just pissing straight up them, but a lot of them are bloody hard climbs and just stupid dabs here and there, so let's carry on. Right, Ben. wheel went a bit, but then rear rod hill and it just fucking slid round, and then I'm facing towards your hand touch floor, it's 5 in it. Double, Mark.
Double, wait for it, air time.
Could have got fucking interesting. Oh, it's a fucking nightmare, isn't it? Don't put your hand in it.
That too.
Well, trial done. I'd like to say I really enjoyed that, but it was wet, slippy, horrible, muddy, challenging. But yeah, God, that were hard. Honestly, that were genuinely hard work. Some sections were just super tricky, and then other ones were just this nice, steady ride. But I think when weather gets this bad, it's sometimes hard to, you know, to satisfy everyone, if you like, and peg sections. But fair play to West Leeds for getting out there this morning actually and pegging them out. I was speaking to one of the observers, and he was saying that they can't actually peg the sections until the morning. At this venue at Post Hill, because if they do them the night before, obviously they wouldn't have done them last night because it was Christmas Day, but normally it says we can't even peg them night before or day before because they get nicked, which is quite an alarming thing, that people want to nick bamboo sticks with a bit of coloured tape on top, but they do. So yeah, fair play to West Leeds for putting it out, putting it on. The observers deserve probably about 100 quid each today, because there is no way on earth I would have been standing out in that. It were hard enough riding round, never mind stood there. So yeah, fair play to observers, and oh brilliant, our lass is ringing. Right, see ya. I reckon that could be winner's bike there. Old Mudguard, go on Mudguard. So we're back after another trial. I wanted to say successful trial, but I rode like an absolute twerp over at West Leeds on Boxing Day. The trial itself was a mega event. I think there were 13 sections, 3 laps, or I don't know, 13 or 14 sections, 3 laps. And yeah, it was really, really good. The lap round, the loop round were good. If anybody's not rode at West Leeds Club before and the Post Hill venue, definitely get yourselves over there. Good set of guys. The course were nicely marked out, a nice lap round. 15-20 minutes it probably took just to even get round the lap. And yeah, the sections were set out, I think, accordingly to the conditions. Some of the 50-50s that we rode were definitely on the tougher side. It didn't help, like I said, that I rode like an absolute turnip. But some of the sections we rode on the 50-50, so some of the hard sections that we rode were bloody hard. One of them that you kind of seen in the video where you kind of had to jump into a stream was neon, kind of impossible to get through without face planting handlebars. Don't put your hand in it. Or kind of bouncing off one bank and then bouncing over to others, and even the hard route guys were struggling on that. So, but again, you can't criticise the course markers. It is what it is. Every trial's different. Those guys were out on Boxing Day morning putting the flags in. So can you moan? Can you knackers? It is what it is. And fair play to them guys for putting the event on. The results, I think less said about them the better. I've seen them, they come out very quickly actually after the trial, which is always a good thing. Really annoys me. Not in a, I don't want to sound, what's the word? Ungrateful, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but after a trial
when you're used to racing different disciplines like I've done in the past, you know the result as soon as you've come off, and you actually know where you are most of the time as you're riding around because somebody will be boarding for you or whatever. So when you ride a trial and then you've got to wait 4 days for some results, it's so annoying, but at the same time somebody's got to gather all them, you know, all them boards in, type them all in manually. So whoever did that at West Leeds, a mega job. They were out, I would say, 3 or 4 hours after the final, you know, the final rider through. So fair play to them guys. No shock on who won. Good friend of mine, and it kills me to say this, Sam Ludgate won. You'll have seen him in the video. He was speaking about line choices and stuff. Just a different kind of different class, I would say, to most of the other riders there. He never rides a trials bike anymore. I rode with him a month ago, and that first time he'd been on it from probably 6 months before that. Just a natural, being at the kind of front end of the sport in years past, and just supernatural on the bike. And yeah, so yeah, well done, Sam. Didn't really want to say that. You might have heard me on video or at trial at weekend shouting Mudguard. It's just a nickname I've got for him. Long story. So yeah, well done to Sam. Well done to the committee for getting it sorted. It was snowing, not the best conditions to be marking out on a morning, but a massive well done to them guys. Yeah, so again, please like, subscribe, comment, and all the rest of the shebang that you have to do for these things, or you're supposed to say, which I normally forget. It helps the channel a lot. I didn't get as much footage as I wanted to, purely because it was banging it down and it was freezing, it was cold. I tried to use a new GoPro, which I'll get better with. That's the brand new one, so the Hero 10, so that's got a lot of capabilities. So I haven't really messed about with the settings on it yet. So, but to carry this camera around that I'm recording from now, the big Canon, would have been impossible at the weekend. So, it's better than no, as we say up these parts. So yeah, a massive thanks for watching again. If there's anything you want covering, or any trials venues or whatever, blah blah blah, give us a shout. And yeah, nice seeing everyone, and I will speak to you all soon.
These bandanas make it hurt.